everyone, so I am bringing to you another weekly basket. I did miss last week, and by the time I was thinking of doing it, it just got busy, and it was my birthday week and all that kind of stuff, and my friends, like my close friends, they had birthdays too, so we have been like just busy with these birthdays. But I just thought I would share with you, is like, this is first week in February. It was last day in January into the first week of February, pretty much February, because 6 out of the 7 days. And I just want to share with you what I'll be using for this week. I am winding down with my Finish 14 by February 14 project, and working hard on my, I think it's Finish 7 by Spring, working on items that I'll be using in, the new February project 10 pan. So you're going to see products that I plan to use up in a lot of these projects in these upcoming weekly baskets. But let's dive into this week to see what I'll be using. Let's start with moisturizer. I have my Caramia SPF. Now I'm going to double this up as a primer for this week, because my primer did finish from last week. But I need to really make an effort to, not make effort, I really need to use this up. I had marked it there, the update for Finish. This is in Finish 14 by February 14. You do have to turn it upside down to get the product out, and I did that earlier today, so that's why I don't see a mark in here. For foundations, I have two. I have my Wet n Wild Cover All. This is in medium, and this is a little too light and like orange, not orange, yeah, no, pinky toned actually. And so I'm putting this Super Stay in what color is this? I don't even know what color this is. Oh, caramel. So I put a drop of this with this, and this is what I get. I think it's pretty workable, so I'm going to leave it as that. And my NARS Beach Powder is coming back for this month. I'm going to show you where I'm at, because my update is going to come. For contouring, I have a contouring powder and a bronzing powder, but I'm going to be using the bronzing powder to contour. And for blush, there's a blush in here, and I'm also using my Tarte Magic blush that's there. For concealing would be this Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle. I've had this forever, and it doesn't budge when you went to set it. There's a yellow powder in here. So let me actually show you this whole thing, because I have to do an update. So we'll be using this for warming up my face, and then I use this to set my under eye concealer, blush, and this will be my highlighter for this week. So that pretty much is it for face. Let's dive into what I'll be using on my eyes. For eyes, keeping it pretty simple, we have 4 primers. Where did I put my primer? It's underneath a couple things here. My Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is going really strong. My color tattoo in Pomegranate Punk. I did not finish this, and you'll see the update in January, which I kind of knew was going to happen, because it's a lot, and I don't know how people go through these. It's a crazy amount. So I think this is actually gonna go with me for the whole of February. So that's there. For eyeshadows, I have a couple. I have this pigment, which I'm working on for Finish 14 by February 14. I have these eyeshadows. This is for my comfort zone in a couple projects, like different eyeshadows, because I really want by mid-year to finish this palette all together. And then I have this other palette, which is in the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, which is in my Panda palette for this year. So it's Comfort Zone, and so is this other eyeshadow palette, but I'm pulling this in because I need to start working on a couple shadows. Like, things are close to finishing, so I just want to see, get it out. And that is pretty much it for eyeshadows. I know I have other palettes, and I know people be like, in trying to finish one palette you have so many others. I have not really bought, after that my Morphe palettes, I have not bought any makeup, even though it's my birthday month. I do think I want to go try a couple of Sacha new, they have some new lip products. I will try to get those, but I like the idea that I'm finishing these eyeshadows. I will try at some point to pull some of those Morphe shadows and old palettes and a couple other things, but I'm really focused on finishing these, because I think if I can get these out, I could also, you know, start working on some others. Anyhow, I plan to do a whole video on that. So as for eyeshadows, eyeliner, we have this Physicians Formula. It's a nice brown. And for my lid, I have two here. This is a cat eyeliner in black brown. And I also have this Essence liquid eyeliner in black. So I'm not sure which one of these I want to stick with and use, because you know I like to just use one eyeliner and just use it out. Mascara primer, still going to kind of, I think it's coming into its end. Two mascaras will be my Bare Minerals Lash Domination and my NYX Profile Eyes. And brows, I have this Essence, and this is, I think, in like dark brown or something, brown. And then my City Color, which is gunky, which I use to set. So that is it pretty much for eyes. Again, keeping it simple, sticking to a lot of Project Pan items, and we will dive into lips. For lips, keeping it super simple. I'll show you what I'm wearing on my lips. First would be the City Color lip pencil in Marsala. I put this one first, and then I put my Bite Beauty in Sable on, and this is like pretty much my go-to for work. And other times when I'm going out, I have this NYX Fuchsia. I'll be wearing this NYX Fuchsias because I have a couple of fuchsia looking lip colors. And then this Me Now, and I don't know what name this is, and I'll swatch it. It's a nice, it's a darker color, it's a fuchsia. So I love this color. I actually love wearing it by itself. And this is, let me swatch fuchsia. So you can see there's a difference. I don't know how much of a difference you guys are seeing, but this is deeper. The Me Now is deeper. And I plan to use this fuchsia with this Me Now. It's interesting. This Me Now in number, I think it's 6. I'm hoping to finish this also. But I plan to use this Me Now with this Arista Raspberry Punch lipstick. So, and also with this lavender from Bite Beauty. And yes, I have two, like I have fuchsia lip products here, but a lot of them are in finished buys or products I want to finish up in 2016. So just really focusing a lot on my progress as we went on to the end of January. I realized, okay, you know, if you focus on products, I can actually finish it up, and kind of trying to really work with that, and I am seeing progress. So it's very motivational in terms of just sticking to it. I know I have a lot of other things in my collection. I think somewhere like March I'm gonna swap things up a bit in terms of using some other fun colors and bringing some like green liners and coral lips. So while we're at it, and it's still, you know, and then as it is, what am I saying, as it is, you know, still beginning of the year, and so I will look out to use some of the other fun stuff coming down to like March, April, as we get into summer, and you could bring in the corals, the blue liners, and that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna stick with subtle right now, working these items, and then come down, I will kind of spruce it up and bring in some more bolder colors, palettes, and that kind of thing. So I'm okay with this now, and I'm happy with the progress that I'm making for all my projects. Some you will see as the updates come within the next week or two where I'm at, but I think I'm doing pretty good for the beginning of the year. It's kind of pushing me on to just use up more items in my collection. So that's it for this week's basket, and let me know how you guys are doing. Love hearing from you all. So till next time, bye.